Well, well, look at me. I'm talking about bow stuff. And so we are making the move to another house, trying to find replacements for me. And it's definitely be careful what you wish for. But a while ago, two of the most generous bow and arrow people in the universe, in the galaxy. Well, the universe is bigger than galaxy, so check fire. They made this deal. If I made bows for them, I made back bows for them, they would give me the stash. Look at that, that's Osage, and some black locust. And I could keep the rest of it. And so I've got this huge pile of Osage and black locust, and there's a bigger black locust stave in the pole barn there that needs to make the move to Rogers City, our new home. But here's the thing. Some of it, well, I don't know, it's a mystery. Because typically you go out, you harvest something, and you take the bark off it, you split it, maybe you split it, take the bark off, whatever. And you prime the ends, and then you set it aside. Well, we've all been there. We've all been there. They went to Kentucky, and they harvested a whole bunch of stuff. I get it. I get it. That you have this whole big pile, and you can be kind of overwhelmed, and you don't have time because you have jobs and stuff like that, so you leave the bark on, you don't split it, whatever. We've all been there, so that's neither here nor there. So I've got this big old pile of wood, and I'm thinking that I've got enough Osage in here. I'm sure a lot of it is still good, and it's going to be mostly sinew-backed horse bows. A lot of sinew-backed Osage horse bows there. But I don't know where the splits run, this and that and other things. So some of them could be a mystery. There's bows in every single one of these pieces. You know, Osage is wonderful for heat shaping and stuff. Some of them are wiggly. But I've got like probably a couple lifetimes in me. Those big piles, when you're making little horse bows, there could be a lot of horse bows in one of the biggest ones. So I've got extra wood here, and I don't want to carry it all to Rogers City. And so I'm thinking, Keith and Mark, give me a call. You know, if you want some of your wood, come and get it. And this fellow showed up at my door, who watches my videos, that lives in Cross Village, not too far away, and didn't realize who I was until he saw this. And it's like he just stopped by and gave me a stave of black locust because his property is black locust. Young man, I forget your name. I don't have your contact information. You want some Osage? You know, the deal is that you have to also take a piece. For every piece you take, you have to take a piece that I might not want to mess with, because, you know, I've got enough. So I don't necessarily want to test my perseverance in bending a twisty piece and working around knots and stuff like that. I like snake bows, but, you know, I'm going into the horse bow phase of my life. And so you have to take maybe a piece that I don't want along with a piece that you want, you know. And who knows, I've had people show up here that live in the area that realize, oh, I know where that is, and they just show up and have me autograph a copy of my book that they bought. Now the deal is, we're moving, there's stuff going on, so my email address is johnjriggsarchery@gmail.com, or make a comment in the section. Now, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go to the trouble and expense of shipping. This stuff is heavy, yeah, it's heavy. And the United States Postal Service, you know, has raised its rates. And I'm not going to monkey with that. If you're in the area, you're willing to drive, that's fine, you pick it up. As far as, I'm not going to even say, well, you can only have one piece or whatever. It's negotiable. I am. And I'd say out of the kindness of my heart, but it's not. There's a little bit of selfishness involved. I'm going to sort through this pile, and there's going to be a series of, these are my staves, except for Mark and Keith, because they were the ones that gathered this and gave these to me out of the generosity of their heart. You two are welcome to anything, but if you aren't a Mark or Keith, the particulars, that you're kind of at my mercy. I'm not going to let you pick through the ones that I really want. But that's it. That is my offer. I think that this was a good, solid bow video demonstrating what it means to be a primitive bow person. It's all about sharing. It's all about teaching, passing on our knowledge, and passing on some wood. That's all. Have a good one.